En puhu suomea. This is a sentence that I've become very familiar with over the past year and a half since moving to Finland. And actually one that I've used the most, especially in the last couple of weeks. There was one time I bumped into a lady in the recycling room in our building. She started speaking to me. En puhu suomea. And then a guy that was selling Christmas trees started talking to me, and en puhu suomea. It really is like a burden that I wear around my neck. Metaphor. And quite frankly, I've had enough. Another metaphor. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you'll have seen some videos of me trying to learn Finnish. Now, while these videos are really fun and sure, yeah, I learned something from them, more often than not, I'd edit those videos, I'd put them out, and I wouldn't study again until the next video. But that's where this new series comes in. I'm taking it really serious this time. So I have set myself a goal for 2020, and that is to learn Finnish 1 hour every single day for the entire year. So that means 365 hours of learning Finnish throughout the year, which sounds quite reasonable actually. There are some courses here which are 6 hours a day, 5 days a week for an entire year. But for me, that is a little bit unrealistic. I tried to go to a class before and that was just a couple hours a week, and yeah, I stopped going after a few lessons. But I think 1 hour a day is quite reasonable. And you know, if I miss a day, something happens, I'm sick or whatever, I can catch up, you know, do an extra 10 minutes for the rest of the week, something like that. So I thought this would be quite an interesting video diary from the learning perspective, but also I think it would be fun to kind of throw in a little bit of a vlog perspective as well and show you guys kind of the day-to-day life of an immigrant living in Finland, living in Helsinki, that doesn't understand Finnish. I think this is going to be a fun project. I think it's going to be a fun series. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. So today, as I'm filming this, is the 31st of December. Tomorrow, of course, is the 1st of January 2020. So I thought, what better day to start this challenge, or whatever you want to call it, than the 1st of January. So tomorrow, it all begins. Alright, it is January 1st. Today is the day that we start the challenge. And I actually went to bed probably just a little bit after 10 p.m. But that's just what comes with having a 4-month-old baby. But the baby is actually another reason why I want to really work hard this year on learning Finnish, because we've been, you know, going to doctor's appointments, nurses' appointments and stuff, and going to hospital things and stuff like that. And surprisingly often it's been hard to get service in English, and I'm not saying that I expect that at all, but it's really hard when you're, you know, with your child trying to get some kind of health advice or something, and it's in a language that you don't understand. So that has actually been quite tricky and difficult for me on quite a personal level over the last, well, 4 months since he's been here. It's kind of made me realize that maybe I should, for his sake, learn a little bit of Finnish. Because over this next year, he's going to probably need to go to the doctors a few more times, and, you know, he's going to need to go to some kind of daycare and things like that, and there'll probably be much more interaction with people outside our house, which is a little bit scary. But today, day one, let's get cracking. So one of the tools that I will be using over the course of this challenge is WordDive. For me, it is the best app that you can get both on your phone and your computer, like through the browser. And over Christmas, they did a 40% off offer. And I bought a 1-year subscription because I knew I was going to be doing this challenge. I think it was something like 50 euros. Something like that, so not too bad. So today we're gonna go into this one, A Fresh Start. That's quite a nice title. That's what I feel like I'm doing with this. Now, of course, I'm not gonna be showing you everything that I do over the week. Like, I'm gonna be studying for 1 hour every day. So, Sokeri. That would end up being a 7-hour video. Ei sokeria kahviin kiitos. That could be a good sentence for me to know. I don't take sugar in my coffee. Ei sokeria kahviin kiitos. So yeah, basically this week I think I'm going to just be recapping on the stuff that I've learned over the past 5 years or so. And stuff like this, this is the minä, sinä, hän, me, te, he situation. I'm also keeping an eye on the baby who's sleeping, by the way. I think that this is he. Ooh. And my fish got upgraded. Oh, and I got some kind of star. That makes me feel good. Okay, now we're making sentences. And this could be a good sentence to know. Kaksi kahvia, kiitos. Now this is actually a new thing with WordDive. It gives you a little grammar button, so it'll explain the grammar being used in the sentence. So when a word ends in a single vowel, the partitive ending is a or r and a. Kahvi, basic form, kahvia, partitive. And I of course know how to order a coffee in Finnish. It's just getting the courage to do so. And if the person serving asks anything else after that, that's what I'm scared about. Then I feel like I'm gonna go back to, you know, the anteeksi, en puhu suomea, which I want to take out of my vocabulary completely. Ah, cool. This is also me. Oh wow, okay. This is fate. I mean, right now we're ordering a coffee. Hey. A coffee please. Kahvi, kiitos.
Haluatko kahviin maitoa?
Kyllä. Kiitos. Ah, kyllä. Okay, it was two L's. Kyllä, yes.
Kyllä. Kiitos.
Haluatko
Entä haluatko sokeria?
Ei sokeria, kiitos.
Ei sokeria. Kiitos.
Because it's more than one sugar. And I mean, just like that, we've done 10 minutes of studying. Just 5 times that to go today. Alright, so far so good. Day 1 down and I got my first hour in. But guys, check this out. I'm pretty proud. As you can see here, I have fully completed 2 of the WordDive courses. A fresh start, the one which we started together, and then the next one, Who Are You? But this is day 2, of course, today, and yeah, we continue. Today I'm going to jump on Twitch and do a learning live stream. This will be quite good because that means I get a bunch of you guys to come and join me, and basically I've just got a bunch of private tutors there in the chat. So yeah, this should be fun. I'm excited about this one. I'm also looking forward to showing off the stuff that I learned to the folks on the stream. Plates. This is the one that sounds like a name.
Lautanen.
It's okay. This is what learning is all about. Getting things wrong. That is my biggest hurdle with learning languages. I'm so scared of getting things wrong. Like when speaking to people, I just revert back to English. So last night's stream was really good and I actually learned a lot about myself as a language learner. First of all, I learned that I tend to get overwhelmed very easily. Like the app was throwing up some sentences and in my mind it was like, hey Dave, you should know every single word and why they are the way they are in this sentence. And from there I would get a little overwhelmed and wonder why I'm so crap and why I don't understand the entire sentence. And I think normally at this point I would just be like, okay, I've tried my best, but obviously my best is not good enough. Let's quit. But not this time, friends. Not this time. I will continue because the folks in the stream, in the chat, were just so encouraging. And that's kind of what I needed yesterday, a little bit of encouragement. And so everyone was very encouraging, and in fact a few people said that compared to when I made my first learning Finnish video probably years ago at this point, I've come along with like my pronunciation, and I was actually going well through the questions and stuff quite well. So yeah, that was good to have that little bit of encouragement there. So I like doing the live streams. It's nice to have some backup. But right now I'm just editing what I've filmed so far for this video and kind of relearning everything as well, because obviously when I edit, I get the opportunity to see everything again, and it goes through my brain again. So it's quite good for the learning process as well. But today I think it will just be some more WordDive. I think I will stick with that for the rest of the week. I'm so excited that there is finally something resembling daylight here. Oh, man, the sun in these dark times here in Finland, it just gives me so much energy. It's so nice. So this week's learning has gone very well, I think. I know that it was a lot of kind of watching time lapses of me studying, but really I was just kind of recapping the stuff that I'd learned over the last few years and just kind of brushing up a little bit on, you know, the stuff that was getting dusty in the back of my head. The plan for this new series though is to have a little bit of that, but also a lot more of me kind of going outside and testing what I'm learning in the real world, which scares the crap out of me. That is where this new little toy should come in quite nicely, which just came in the mail today. So this is a 360 camera, but it's not kind of like the old school 360 cameras where you like drag the screen or anything like that. No, basically this films in 360 degrees, and then in the edit I can spin the camera around to show you what I want you to see. Because it can be quite awkward sometimes when you've got a big camera and you're trying to, you know, be a little bit undercover, because this tiny little thing is so much more discreet than this giant great big thing. Very excited to take my Finnish onto the streets. It might be a little while before I can do that with full confidence, but this year is all about pushing my boundaries with the Finnish language and really trying to nail this sucker. But this week was in fact a success. On the WordDive app I managed to complete the entire first course or first module or whatever it's called, which was good. Next week should be quite interesting. I want to start forming sentences that could become useful out in the real world. So look forward to that. Should be fun. But what I'd love to see from you guys in the comments are some challenges that you think would be suitable for me, maybe even at this stage, to go out into the world and use my Finnish. Now these videos are going to be a few weeks delayed from when I film them to when they go out, so by the time you see this I'll probably be like 3 or 4 weeks into my studies, so I'll be ready to start filming some of these challenges, I think. So yeah, leave them in the comments down below. It can be anything from, I don't know, ordering a coffee, which I think could be quite a good start, to ordering food over the phone, but who does that these days with all these apps? I don't know, but anyway, it can be absolutely anything. Leave them in the comments and maybe I'll try and do the ones with the most thumbs up next time, something like that. But I hope you stick with me for this new series throughout this year. I think it's going to be fun. I know this one was maybe a little bit slow, but it is the first one and I am really basically starting from zero. But yeah, that is it for episode 1. Join me next week where we start to really dive into the meat of this thing and start making some sentences for me to use. This has been fun, guys. See you next time. See ya.